Welcome to another episode of DB Homes for Hope. I have a guest speaker today. I'm excited for you to meet Russanna Cook. We'll learn more about her, but also particularly what she does for our community.
I'm in my new era. I'm better in my new era. I'm better in my new.
You know, at DB Homes for Hope, we help people get ready to be mortgage ready so they can become homeowners, get the keys to their houses. We help them reduce their debt, increase their savings, and build their credit. And one of those ways is showing them resources in our community, whether it's here in Lynchburg or anywhere else in our nation, so that they can grow together in our community and overcome the hardships that prevent them from becoming homeowners. I'm excited today to have Russanna Cook, as I said, because we want to talk about ways that, people can stabilize their finances. Food is a big chunk of most people's budget, food and transportation. So Russanna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Russanna Cook. I'm the pastor of Compassionate Ministries here at Compassion Church of the Nazarene, and I oversee all of our outreach and tangible things that we do here at the church to help those in need, whether it's someone in our church, someone in the community. I oversee all of our nonprofit partnerships, our Christmas outreach, our weekly food pantry, our disaster response team, whatever really falls under that umbrella of helping those in need. I've been married to my husband for 20 years. He's a high school math teacher.
Yes.
And we have 3 kids, a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and an 8-year-old. And outside of work, we basically just drive them wherever they need to go. And we love sports. So we spend a lot of time cheering on our sports teams, and we love to travel.
So did you all hear? Like, she has hats, lots of hats. Pastor, wife, mother, cheerleader for the kids and sports teams, but she's doing them all with grace. And one of those topics we're going to talk about today is her role as pastor over the Compassionate Ministries, but also that weekly pantry that they provide services for the community. Many families may not even realize that food pantries do beyond just groceries.
We look for opportunities to serve, whether it is partnering with local nonprofits that do the things that we don't do here in this building. There's a lot of great nonprofits in our area that have mission statements, not just to help people, but also to promote the gospel. And so when we come alongside them, we love that because we know that together we can do more than just what our church does and what they do. We also have a large community Christmas box outreach. And so we do that every year. This is our 17th year. And we will provide 1,000 Christmas boxes to those in need. That includes staples to prepare Christmas dinner, as well as a fresh ham. And we will be delivering all of those later this week. We deliver them door to door so that transportation is not a barrier to having a nice Christmas dinner. We also run the disaster response team for the Virginia District Church of the Nazarene out of this building. So we deploy teams to go into natural disaster areas such as flood areas, hurricane, tornado areas, that kind of thing. We do all of those things because we know that people need more than just food. Food is a huge piece of what they need. We can't really maintain a quality of life without shelter, food, and clothing.
Right.
And so we really work with that most basic need. Our food pantry serves 80 to 100 families every week, sometimes more, sometimes a little less. And we really work hard to provide quality food that people would purchase at a grocery store if they were out purchasing their food.
That's showing compassion. That is really living it out. And they're taking it to them. So overcoming the barrier. And then each week you're feeding no less than 100 families. Let's talk about some of that, because sometimes there's a stigma that people don't want to come to the food pantry. What are some of the biggest misconceptions that you encounter?
I think 2 of the biggest misconceptions is that, number 1, that the food that we have is not food that people will actually want to eat, that it's old, that it's expired, that it's just not good quality. And I know there are a lot of food pantries out there, but I know that at our food pantry, we inspect every piece of food that comes in to make sure that it's, number 1, safe for people to consume so that nobody's getting sick. And number 2, that it's the food that people want to eat. I would love for my kids, for example, to only eat the vegetables and fruit, but let's be real, that's not what they're eating.
No.
They want the Rice Krispies and the granola bars and the fruit snacks. Exactly. And so we really try to balance it out. But of course, those are not the only things I buy my kids. So we try to have fresh meat, fresh produce, fresh milk, dairy, all kinds of things, cheese, bread, desserts, and then of course all the dry goods and produce as well. And we really try to make sure that when we're ordering food or getting donations, that we keep in mind what people really like to
Right.
have. One of the other misconceptions is that it is just too complicated to get in to get the food, that we're going to require a lot of information or that people don't qualify. And I know in our food pantry, there are really no barriers to getting
Right.
food. I will say that when you work with a food pantry program, there are some qualifications, but those qualifications have really been made a lot easier over the years for people. So what that means is that when people come in our doors, we don't turn anybody away. I don't need to even see identification or anything like that. We ask a few basic questions, and then anybody is welcome to shop for groceries.
I need you all to hear this. Anybody, whether you're a senior citizen or a fresh out of college, a family of one or a family of 20, anybody is able to come and shop at this pantry here in Lynchburg at Compassion Church of the Nazarene because it will help you reach your goals. At some point, you'll transition where you won't need these things. But right now, if you're living that 10, 10, 10, 50, 20, and you're struggling to stay within that 50% of living, please come get these resources. There's no judgment. I heard her say it with her own mouth. They have to make an appointment, right? They need to?
Yeah, so you can make an appointment.
Okay.
We see people one of two ways. You can make an appointment once a
Mhm.
month, and that just means that it keeps our wait times down. If you're coming in with an appointment,
Right.
you're guaranteed to get a good amount of food, and you're guaranteed to it's really like a 5 to 10 minute window that you get to shop within your appointment. We don't turn anybody away. We
Mhm.
open up the last hour for what we call walk-ins.
Okay.
And those are walk-ins on a first come, first served basis. And there might be a little bit of a wait to that, and we can't guarantee how much food you're going to get. But if you're willing to come as a walk-in, we will definitely let you shop for groceries. And then we, of course, have what we call to-go bags so that anybody that can't wait, maybe they have an appointment or
Mhm.
something going on, that they're welcome to just grab one of those. We
Okay.
really try hard not to let anybody leave our property empty-handed. So there are several ways to get food.
Put this as a part of your routine so that you can extend your budget and you can pay down your debt, build your savings, and that food is not something that is a hindrance because she is breaking down the barriers. There's no excuse not to do this. What are some other things? So we talked about food, but you guys offer more than just food.
Yeah, and there are things that if it's not out for everybody to take that week,
Mhm.
doesn't mean we don't have it. We're always willing to check our back room for things like pet food and diapers, and those things take up a lot of space, and we don't always put them out
Right.
on a weekly basis. But if there's something we have, we will certainly not withhold it from people that need it. Sometimes we even get in fun things like this time of year, over after Christmas, we get in all the Christmas things that people are offloading. So we'll save it for this time of year. And so now there's things like stocking stuffers and wrapping paper and
Yes.
decorations.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can come in and get those fun things as well. I encourage them to, instead of going out to the store and using their SNAP benefits as soon as they load, come here first.
Yes.
See what you can get here. And maybe we have like make your grocery list and plan your
Mhm.
meals and see what you can get here. And then use your SNAP benefits to get the things that a food pantry may not have. Like we may not have the fresh milk or the eggs that week. So use
Right.
your SNAP benefits for that. Or for those treats or those special things that are
Mhm.
harder to come by, that will really stretch your budget.
Russanna gave you a strategy. Come to the pantry first. We started the church first, and the pantry's at the what? The church.
Yes.
Start here first, then go out and use your SNAP benefits or the rest of your income that you've set aside for groceries. But start at the pantry first. Is there anything else you want to tell people that they need to know about the food pantry on how it could help them reach financial stability?
I think that the people that come in and that have been coming here for a long time really find this to be a place of joy. And we know that it's hard to ask for help. We know that if you've struggled financially for a long time, it's really hard to break those habits, but it is possible. And we can partner with you to do it in a way that brings dignity and
That's
joy.
right.
We want to not just feed people, but to build relationships with them. And it's really amazing. Now we have people that came in as guests to shop at our food pantry that are now a part of our church family and are here
Oh, I love
volunteering
it.
weekly. And they're still receiving help from our food pantry,
Right.
but now they've also found a community, and that's
Yes.
really important as well.
So they're going to feed you physically, but we also want to feed your spirit. So come. If you're unchurched, Compassionate Church of the Nazarene could be an option for you. We know it's on Wednesdays, but what time?
Oh yes, and we open our doors at 9:30 and we serve until 12 o'clock.
Okay.
So if you are here at 11:59, we will send you through to get food.
All right. So you'll get the food that you need so you can enjoy the lunch, right?
That's right.